Hello everybody, Deluxe Collectibles here, and today I'm going to be reviewing set number 71733, the epic battle set Cole vs Ghost Warrior. Thanks again to the Masters of Brickjitzu channel for having me back on here to do this review. I'm super excited to check out this set, which includes 51 pieces, 2 minifigures, and then also released in 2021 when it retailed for $9.99 USD and then $13.99 Canadian. And without further ado, let's get straight into the review. Alright, so for the first portion of the review here, I'm going to be showing you a time lapse of the build here, which honestly, there wasn't anything too noteworthy about this time lapse here. It was just going through the build, nothing too challenging with this one, definitely quite an easy one considering it is recommended for ages 6+, so of course, there's not going to be anything too challenging within this build. I did enjoy the process of it. I thought that it had kind of like a spooky sort of vibe to the actual build as well, which was cool to see. So I would say overall it was a pretty fun process. Alright, now we're going to get into the minifigures here for the set, which there are two of course, and the first one that we'll go over is the exclusive figure of Cole right here, who looks really fantastic in his epic battle suit right here. It kind of resembles kind of the look of a mummy, I would say, kind of on the torso print there, and I do like the face as well. The hair looks great. I would say honestly all aspects of this figure look really fantastic, so they did a really great job there. And then for the Ghost Warrior, even though this figure isn't exclusive to the set, they honestly knocked it out of the park with this one. I love the torso so much, especially the back of the print there. I think it looks so great. I really do love the look of that. I absolutely love as well the legacy hood in that color scheme there. I think it just absolutely rocks that and definitely gives it quite a spooky look as well, including the face print underneath as well, definitely giving off some hidden side vibes right there. So I really do think they did a great job of translating the ghost design here in legacy form. Alright, now for the actual build of the set here, I think they honestly did a really fantastic job with the shrine here. I think it looks really great and definitely does a good job of complementing the design of the ghost as well, kind of giving it its own sort of base here, which is really great. I love the lantern that they have on the side as well, definitely giving off a very ghostly sort of look to it, of course, with that trans lime green right there. So I do like that quite a bit as well, and I think it's super cool that we get a little mini barbecue as well, where there's a little hot dog on there, which of course is green as a reference to Cole being a ghost previously, so it's kind of like a possessed hot dog there. So I think that's definitely really cool as well, since we don't have Cole as an actual ghost within this set here. So I think that's a really cool little reference there, and I just like the overall vibe of the build. I think they chose some really great colors here, going with more darker tones to them, of course, to kind of match with the more spooky and horror filled vibe of the set. So I do like that quite a bit as well. So I think they just absolutely nailed it here with the design of the set, and I think it's a really great build. Now another portion I wanted to cover here for this set are the actual weapons included here. We get a ton of really cool trans black pieces here for the actual weapons to kind of switch it out and customize for Cole, which I think is just so cool that they included that here within this set. I think that's a really awesome feature to sort of have here, and of course that kind of runs throughout all of the epic battle sets, but it's definitely really great within this one because we don't really see that too often in this sort of trans black color. So I definitely like that quite a bit, and it suits Cole very well, so it's just really cool for customization. Now for the actual play feature of this set, and considering it's supposed to be kind of like a gimmick set, it's not really too big of a gimmick here, which is honestly why I really love these epic battle sets, because they focus more on making really strong builds here, and then also focusing on giving us 2 minifigures as well, which are both fantastic. So for the actual play feature, you kind of just are able to move back and forth Cole, and then he's able to kind of spin, of course replicating some form of spinjitzu there. Of course it's very sort of basic form, and you don't really have too much to go up against with just the single minifigure that you're kind of fighting against, and there isn't one of these for the other figures, so they can't really go up against each other too well. So I would say the actual gimmick of the set is a bit weaker, but it definitely makes up for it in the actual quality of the build and the figures as well. Alright, now we're going to go over the packaging here for the set, and they absolutely nailed it with the design here. We have a really cool reference to some of the original Spinjitzu sets for Ninjago, where in the middle of the packaging here, we get some statistics for each of the characters included in the set, which is really great to see. Of course, the stats don't exactly make the most sense because they're in each of the elements there, and it kind of just gives them each a score, but still, I think it's really cool that we get that in the actual packaging. And then it has sort of a 3D effect as well, where we can see Cole kind of popping out of the front of the packaging, and then we can see the Ghost Warrior right behind him there. So it adds a bit of depth to the actual packaging there and definitely makes it look super cool. So they just really nailed it with the design here of the packaging, so I really appreciate that. Alright, so that's going to bring us to the conclusion of the video here. I hope you did enjoy kind of the whole setting of this review here. I wanted to kind of make it reflect the actual horror vibe of the set here, and definitely the more spooky setting of it as well. The matchup with Cole going up against a ghost here, which honestly is just a perfect matchup here, of course, with Cole's history with ghosts and being one himself as well. So I really do like that aspect of the set as well, and I think they honestly just overall did a really great job with it. And once again, thanks so much for having me here on the Masters of Brickjitzu channel. Be sure to go check out some of the other videos made by some other fantastic creators as well, and be sure to subscribe. Also, leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. It would be highly appreciated, so thank you so much. I hope to see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.